Hey everybody, Justin here with AmericanMuscle.com, and today we're taking a closer look at and installing the Axial headlights with the built-in LEDs available for all 99 to 04 New Edge Mustangs at home. Now, you guys should be checking out the Axials that we have here today if you like the factory style appearance of your New Edge headlights, but you would prefer to add a modern touch thanks to the addition of the LED daytime running light. So again, the big feature here, guys, with the Axials will be the inclusion of that diffused LED daytime running light or bar that frames the main headlight area or bulb. And I personally love how this has been executed. I've seen other headlights here on the site or in the category that add an LED bar, but maybe just along the bottom or maybe just going up on one side. But the fact that the Axials that we have here on the table have this bar and do so in a way that really goes up on both sides, framing that headlight, I think it just looks a little bit more complete that way, and I think it just gives off a better overall appearance. Now, that diffused LED will act again as a daytime running light when tapped into your parking lights. So basically that's going to illuminate anytime your parking lights or your headlights have been switched on. Now, if you did want some extra features out of those LEDs, such as maybe a sequential turn signal, for instance, Axial does offer a slightly fancier version of nearly the same exact headlights here. They're just gonna pack some extra built-in features like the sequentials and even a pretty cool startup feature for around an extra 50 bucks or so. And you can find those here on the site if you want to check those out. Item number is 412713. Transitioning into construction, and as I did mention earlier, the Axials minus that LED bar is going to give off a factory Cobra style or vibe thanks to the combination of the black and chrome housing topped off with a crystal clear polycarbonate lens. Now, I'm always a big fan of using this type of combination because yes, it's going to contribute to a more aggressive look, but without compromising your light output at nighttime, such as a heavily smoked lens might. Now, finally, guys, the Axials here will not include any headlight or turn signal bulbs, so you will need to transfer those over from your stockers or possibly use this as an opportunity to upgrade to a slightly brighter bulb. Now, the headlights are adjustable. You can adjust the height here, so don't worry about that. And they have been built to be a direct factory replacement using the 2-tab style mounting system. Price point's gonna live in that low $200 range, which seems to be on average when we're talking about New Edge headlights with some bonus accent lighting included. Now, some of the Raxium Halo options on the site will certainly be a little bit more expensive, but honestly, those lights are very wild when we're talking about appearance and might not be everyone's favorite style when we're talking about aftermarket headlights. But now we do want to segue into the installation, and the site is going to call this a solid 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, about an hour or so to get in place from start to finish. Now, if you've never switched headlights on your New Edge before, again, it is probably the easiest job to do out there. There are literally 2 tabs that you pull up that will allow you to remove the actual headlight assembly. Reverse the order here with the Axials, but then of course you do have a very small amount of additional wiring needed to get those daytime running lights up and running for the very first time. So just be prepared for a little bit of wiring. But to give you a better idea of just how this all goes down, feel free to check out our detailed walkthrough and tool breakdown.
For this install, you will need wire strippers and crimpers, and for the way we installed ours, you will need T-taps and male spade connectors, which do not come with your kit. What's up, guys? Today we're going to be doing some headlights on our Mustang, but before we get started, we're going to send you to watch a short video on how to uninstall your factory setup, and we'll see you when you get back.
All right, first step here, what we're going to do is look at these 2 pins after we pop our hood. So with these pins, they're basically retaining the headlight into position. So you're basically just going to pull up from under them and pull those pins straight out. They're a little bit long, so you just got to pull all the way up. Do that for both, and now your headlight's loose. All right, so what we're basically going to do is just wiggle this guy out. There's one harness and you see it just popped off, but if yours does not pop right off, it's basically just a pinch and disconnect, and then you have one more on the corner here. And for this, you have basic locking tabs on the side, so you just pull up on the tabs and pull it straight off.
Alrighty guys, welcome back. Now that we've shown you how to remove your factory setup, we're on the table because there's a few things we need to do in order to get our new setup ready for the car. So first we're going to go ahead and pull our bulbs out of our factory light because they are being reused in our new setup. So we're going to grab our retainer here for our headlight. We'll give that a turn counterclockwise, pop that retainer off, and we're just going to give our headlight bulb a pull straight out. Remember not to touch the actual bulb with bare hands. The oils on your skin will cause hot spots and cause premature failure. And then we're going to go ahead and remove our marker bulb / turn signal bulb as well. And for that, we're just going to give it a quarter turn counterclockwise so that pops out of its seat there. Go ahead and remove that as well. Then we can go ahead and set our factory light aside. So then we'll come over to our new light here. And we're first just going to reinstall our marker light / turn signal right into its slot. And this is just like a factory one. So we'll find its seat. Give that a turn clockwise, lock it into place. And your new light comes with a new retainer as well. So we'll go ahead and take that out. Get our bulb here. And we'll go ahead and set that in place. Make sure that seats. Grab our retainer. Pop that right back in, just like so. Now once we have that done, we can go ahead and prep our wires to go onto the car so we can activate our DRLs. So your kit does come with some inline wire tabs that you can use along with this setup, but we found it's a lot easier, especially if you're going to be removing your headlights or need to do anything like that, to use male spade connectors and T-taps on your vehicle side harness. So for ease of install and demonstration, that's what we're going to be doing. Now we already have T-taps on our car. We'll show you where those are. Very simple install. And these are readily available at any parts store or hardware store, anything like that, for a couple cents a piece. So we'll go ahead and grab our wire strippers here. And we're gonna expose a little bit more wire for these. You wanna make sure you have no stray strands of wire here. And we'll go ahead and grab our spade connector. Get our wire set into that. Grab our crimpers here. Go ahead and give these a solid crimp. After you have it crimped, you want to give it a little bit of a tug just to make sure it's nice and secure. And we'll go ahead and do the same thing for our gray wire here. Again, we'll get our spade connector, set that in, give it a nice crimp. Make sure it's nice and secure. And so once you have this done for this headlight, you can go ahead and do the same thing for the other side, then we'll be ready to go onto the car. So as you can see, we already have T-taps on our wiring here. And this is our marker bulb / turn signal connector. And what we're going to do is tap into the DRL wires. So our gray wire here is going to go to our brown wire, which is the positive for our DRLs. And then our black wire is going to go to our obvious black wire for ground. Once we have those two in, we can go ahead and get everything plugged in, get our headlights set in place. So now we'll go ahead and plug in our marker light and turn signal connector like so. Once we have that in, we'll make sure none of our wires are going to be in the way. And we'll go ahead and plug in our headlight and get our headlight housings set into place. And we'll go ahead and plug our headlight bulb back in. And we're going to tuck our control box back here. Now it does have an adhesive backing you can stick along the backside of your rad support or something like that. For demonstration purposes, we're not going to do that. So we'll go ahead, make sure nothing's getting pinched as we push this back into place. We'll line up our locators for the side of our headlight. Make sure none of our wires are in the way for that. So now we've got our headlights set into place, we'll go ahead and reinstall our retainer pins, just like they came out of your factory ones. You may need to apply a little bit of pressure, as being new lights, it might be a little bit stiff going through here, but everything's lined up correctly. It should go. A little bit of effort, so. So now once you've got this done for this headlight, you can go ahead and repeat these same steps for the other side. Alrighty guys, that about wraps up our review and install of our axial headlights with LED bar, black housings, and clear lenses for your 99 to 04 Mustang. Thanks for watching, and as always, for everything Mustang, keep it right here at AmericanMuscle.com.